Okay, I am with Dana Van Dyke, a student from UNCC. She is studying exercise science with a concentration in nutrition, and she also works part time at a farmer's market here in Lincolnton. She also has two children of her own. Hello, Dana. Thank you for being with me.
Hello.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you're studying at school?
Yes, I currently go to UNCC and I'm studying exercise science with the concentration of nutrition. And so basically what exercise science is promoting all populations under all settings, it doesn't matter. Just promoting health and fitness into their life and establishing long-term health. And nutrition is a good way that just kind of ties everything together, because once you have your client, you're going to go through what the benefits are for exercising, but also a huge part of living a healthy lifestyle involves nutrition as well. So putting them two together is just makes it easier for me to fully communicate with my clients of the whole spectrum of maintaining a healthy lifestyle rather than just being subjective to one thing.
Okay. How has your classes made you change how you feed yourself and your family?
I say when you're in school and you're learning more about how things digest, what kind of routes they take, what it means when you eat, a healthy carb versus a bad carb. I mean, it's so detailed, but once you start learning and implementing that into your lifestyle and you start seeing results, and obviously that means you're doing something right. So once you take what you learn in class and implement it in your life, it's cool to find out that these things actually do work.
Did you eat healthy before you started in this line of study?
I would say when I was in high school, I played sports my whole life. Nobody ever told me what nutrition can do for your body, or if they did, it was in one ear out the other, until honestly I had injuries in sports and I went to physical therapy, and they just started teaching me more about what proper eating is and proper training is. And so once I started seeing those results, yes, it's very interested. So
The working at the farmer's market, has that also made you change how you feed your family, seeing the fresh food that they grow and produce?
Yes. Before I started working there, I just thought I could go into the grocery store and stay on the outer perimeter of the grocery store, and you still would be eating healthy foods. Well, until I was doing that, but until I started working at the farmer's market, things are coming from the farmers. You know where they're coming from. They're straight from the ground. Whereas you go to a supermarket, they're shipped from out of the U.S. You just don't really know unless you ask. So there's a huge difference between fruit at Walmart per se versus homegrown food here in Lincolnton. So taste-wise, you can just tell that it's even sweeter, and which was mind-blowing to me. But there's just so many more benefits to homegrown food versus store-bought.
And you, of course, I'm sure, use the food that you sell. Do you buy a lot of your food that you cook for your family from that farmer's market?
Yes, I do. I think it's important to instill a healthy lifestyle in my kid's life, especially at an early age. So I try to do that the best I can with that.
What kind of food does your farmer's market sell?
We do the normal vegetables, as far as tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, asparagus, and then we have potatoes, sweet potatoes, and even meat selection, eggs. So there's a pretty wide variety of food.
What are your thoughts about, or concerns about, how the cost of eating farm to table fresh food is opposed to getting it cheaper in a grocery store?
Now that's a little tricky, because when you go to an Aldi or to a Walmart, they're buying things that are in bulk. And especially if it's being shipped, things are going to be cheaper. And they have a bunch of GMOs in those foods, and it's just a way for the market to price it down, so it's attractive to our eye, versus us going to a farmer market and they set their own prices. But you are going to pay more at a farmer market, but you have to realize, A, I know where it's coming from, B, I know it's quality food, and 3, it's more expensive, but you know what you're putting into your body. So I prefer to pay more.
When you are shopping in a grocery store, are you more conscious now of GMOs added to foods?
Yes, I'm cautious of it. Sometimes it's hard to get around it, because even if it says GMO, there's always going to be hormones and antibiotics pumped into whatever you're eating, unless you know the farmer really well and you just know how they're raising their animals, but you're really not going to know, which is, you can make a healthier decision, yes, but you still have to be conscious that there's going to be stuff in your food.
And so, all in all, what has school taught you as far as how you will go forward in the future eating and feeding your family?
I think what I can do is just to teach my children what it means to eat healthy food and how it can benefit you, and honestly just being conscious when you're in the grocery store. And don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry, but when you're when you go into the grocery store, I like for them to know what an apple, orange, and all these veggies and fruits are. And even at home, them helping me cook and me teaching them how to do these things is really important to me.
Any special favorite recipes that you and your children cook together? Or a dinner?
Yeah, we do. In the mornings, they like banana pancakes. So you can make banana pancakes with almond flour. You can really substitute any recipe with just a healthier option. So instead of, white flour or whatever, you can just add almond flour. And then, adding fruit like bananas is important when they're young. So they love the banana pancakes. And we like to make these turkey burgers that they're like beef steak patties, kind of, except I just substitute it with turkey, and then we just add rice and gravy. So, you can substitute whatever you want, but just as long as you're involving protein, a starch, and a vegetable. So we try to implement that.
Okay, thank you so much, Dana, for doing this interview with me, and good luck in school.
Thank you very much.